Hello, happy Monday. Happy Monday. It is Money Monday for the whole month of May. Jennifer Yon Agency is coming to you to talk about money on Monday. That's such a great topic to talk about. We don't know if we need it or we don't need it right now in these times, but it is Monday and we are talking money with Jennifer Yon Agency. So if you are tuning in, thank you so much for continuing to follow me. Like me on Facebook, Jennifer Yon Agency. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can watch all of our videos. We are very active and plan to continue being active, bringing amazing experts to you to give you tips, resources, guidance. You know, we are the plug. Jennifer Yon Agency, we are the plug, and we are here to continue to educate, empower, and promote. So happy Monday. Happy Monday. We're talking money with Melvin Edwards. How are you doing, Melvin? You are a special guest this week.
Well, Jennifer, thank you for having me. I so appreciate that. I am doing outstanding. And by the way, happy belated Mother's Day to you. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. I did. You know, I am one of those mothers that believe Mother's Day is amazing, but I want to be celebrated every day. So, if you all waited to Mother's Day to say Happy Mother's Day to your mom, I'm challenging everyone that's watching now. Love mom, show her love, send flowers. Don't wait for Mother's Day. But I had a fantastic Mother's Day with family.
Awesome, awesome. And I certainly did. And I definitely agree with you. I celebrate my mom every chance I get. I thank God that she's still alive.
Yes, amen to that. I know for me, my mom is one of the main reasons that I am the woman that I am today. So celebration is always needed in my household. She told me at a very, very early age that I was her retirement plan. So, so because of that, when I think about mom, I think about what I need to do to strengthen my finances to make sure that I can continue providing for her since she's provided for me for some years. We ain't gonna talk about the number though.
Yes, and you're absolutely right. Your mom has even told me that, so I know that to be true.
Trust me, she casts in on it every week.
Which is ironic that I'm here to talk about money and planning and retirement, because that's one of the areas that I definitely believe in focusing on as an independent agent with Primerica, is helping people get down the road.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I actually had just told my son, my oldest son last week, no, 2 weeks ago, that today is a better time to buy than tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, he didn't understand what I meant. And I told him, I said, the market is so low right now. You better jump in today because you don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. And sure enough, the very next day, the market had went up. And he was like, Dad, huh?
I say that is how it happens. So preparing and planning and being ready, I think, is so essential right now with the coronavirus going on. Everyone talking about what's essential. I believe your services, your company is one of a very essential. We need good financial stability for growth.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And most people hadn't even realized that the market has been creeping up consistently over the last few weeks, irregardless of the unemployment rate going up and people not being actively at work 100% right now. But yet there's some key indicators that people are missing out on. And if we don't jump in now, then we're going to miss it. I mean, 2008, happened and went by in a flash, and a lot of people missed that. And that same opportunity is right here in front of us.
Yes.
But I think so many people get distracted by all the noise in the news and the headlines instead of looking further down the road.
I agree. So with you being in the financial industry, with Primerica, how many years? Tell us, the ones that don't know what Primerica is, tell us a little bit about what and who Primerica is and how you are affiliated with them.
Okay, well, I'm an independent agent of Primerica, and I'd be biased to say that we are the largest internationally known financial services marketing organization in the world. Okay. And we are growing at such a feverish pace. As I mentioned to you when we was backstage, is that, finances is not one of those things that we actually teach. It's something you have to learn. See, in order to swim, you got to get in the water.
There you go.
And if you stay on the sidelines with your finances, you're never going to be able to learn how to win the game of money. And that's one of the things that we help people learn is the game of money. Because truthfully, it really is a game.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
grew up playing the game, and I don't even know sometimes if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I grew up realizing how to make money duplicate itself fast, and how to be consistent with earning and growth and doing what you love. So if anything, I can definitely agree with you when you say it's the game. You got to learn how to play it.
Yes. And, this is my 11th year in business. And one of the things that, I look for when I talk to people is what is their desire?
Okay.
What is their belief? And what kind of action are they willing to put behind their desire and the belief to get down the road fast?
Okay.
Okay. Because you can believe that you want to get there. You can have a desire to get there. But if you don't have the work ethic to put behind that desire and the belief, you won't get there.
You will not get there. It's Monday. Monday, we're talking money. We're talking with Melvin. He's with Primerica. You're just tuning in. Go ahead and check out his website. It's at the bottom of the screen. We're talking about planning. We're talking about money on this Monday. It's like almost you get tongue-tied with that, right?
Right.
So you're tuning in. Melvin is just giving us some 411 on how the company that he's worked with, how long he's been affiliated, and how passionate he is about helping you with your money. Take the mic, Melvin, to give us some more nuggets.
So one of the things that when I got started with Primerica and really got engaged with my business, I knew that I just didn't want to be a one-hit wonder. So, my wife and I, we decided that when we got laid off of our corporate America jobs, we decided to pursue our Primerica opportunity full time. And now we're properly licensed in Florida, Georgia, Maryland, North Carolina. And believe it or not, with this pandemic going on, Jennifer, we just opened our investment business in Texas. Okay. So this is an opportunity that for the right person, to, hook on with us and let us show them how to get down the road. Because, it's great to have good intentions, but if you don't have the engine behind the steam behind the engine to get those intentions in place, you'll never get there. So that's why we want to see what a person's short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals are.
Okay.
But here's the thing, is that not everybody can relate to everybody. See, one of the things that I know is that I know what it's like to struggle. Okay. And I was sharing this with somebody earlier, because the minimum investment to get started with us as far as retirement plan is just $25.
Okay.
But, that can be a struggle for some people.
There for 1 second. Let me just stop you there for 1 second. Now say that one more time. What's $25 to get started on a minimum investment?
An IRA, an individual retirement agreement. You can get started with an IRA for as little as $25. And I know the struggle, it can be a struggle, but the struggle is usually with our mindset, not our money. Because many people have insurances on their cell phone, their car, their computers, but yet, we don't take the time to invest in our future. Mm-hmm. And that's the challenge that when I sit down with people, again, I want to know what their, short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals are.
Okay.
Because then I can help them start to properly position and plan. Because if a person doesn't have any goals and dreams in life, let's discover those first.
Yes. You're talking about language now. Now you are talking about language. I think that's amazing, because if you ask every client that you in front of, this really could go on so many industries. What are your long-term? What are your short-term? What are those goals? If you work with the right person, you can strategically come up with a plan that can help you reach those goals. So I'm a firm believer on getting an expert to work with you based off of what your long-term goals are. What would you say most of your clients, and I know everybody is different, what would you say most of your clients' short-term goal is when they sit down with you?
Short-term goals is usually to have a 90-day emergency fund,
Okay.
and that's something that I understand you talked about last week, but that has proven to be very important, especially during this pandemic. I have a number of clients that have really opened up to me and thanked me for helping and encouraging them to start something years ago because now they have the money in place to, the rest on. When I think about midterm goals, is what kind of car do you want? What's your next car? What's your next house? Or things that you want to have in the foreseeable future. And then we can talk about those longer term goals. Is as far as retirement, what kind of picture does that look like for you? And I normally challenge my clients is that especially for the long term, because sometimes we have short term mindset for those long term goals. Develop a vision board.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you like to go? Where would you like to be? Have you touched it, felt it, smelt it before? Can you really build a picture of what that goal looks like? Because when we start to build those pictures, then we can keep them in our mind longer.
Yes, yes. Vision boards are so great because it gives you something to kind of keep in front of you and, just helping businesses reach their goals. That's one of the things that I always say. What would your business look like and who would the person you would want to look like in 90 days after working with me on strengthening your business, So it's not just about saying it. It's also about writing it down. It's also about having that graphic, having that picture of what it looks like to be financially successful or what it looks like to be successful in your business.
You're absolutely right. And
Yeah.
everything starts with me with a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because until we have a relationship, I don't understand you and you don't understand me. So that relationship is designed to help us talk in the same language.
Yes, relationships are so important, and I have to talk about this because I know a little bit of what you've been doing for years, okay? But the relationship that you have with my family, I think, is what just kept circling us back around to each other. There's lots of financial advisors, there's lots of financial professionals and experts. There's always a choice that we have on who we do business with. One thing that I like and I appreciate about you is that willingness to care and the fact that you build strong relationships, because that helps me determine, where I want to go and who I want to trust these confidential conversations with about my life.
Yes, and I thank you for that, but I owe all the credit to my mom.
There we go.
As a woman, my mom raised four of us on welfare in the inner cities of Baltimore, but she knew one thing. She knew that looking out for other people would cause other people to look out for you. And so she used to send my brother and I to the elderly homes in the neighborhood within our little community and help them with their garbage, their groceries, check on them to see if they was okay.
Yes.
And that helped me become the person I am today.
Yes, our upbringing, where we come from, our environment means so much in who we are today. So when you work with individuals on their short term, on their midterm, on their long goals, is there any formula that you almost identically do with each person? Like, what's that first thing that a person can count on if they reach out and talk to you?
A genuine and honest conversation.
Love it.
Because it's not about me. It's about you and where you want to go. What do
Okay.
you want to achieve? I mean, sometimes people initially don't have any big goals and dreams in life until they start to, develop and see a picture. Here's an example is I got one of my clients. She started an IRA with me with just $25, and I showed her how the compound interest effect happened with her money. And so she was so excited, she increased her investment, and she's been doing it every year because I follow up and stay in contact with her throughout the year.
Okay.
And we have an annual review every year. And so she can actually see, feel, and touch what's actually happening for her in her future.
I love it. You mentioned IRA, okay? And it
Hmm.
is Monday. It is Money Monday. You're watching a live time with Jennifer Young Agency with the Melvin Edwards with Primerica. He's mentioned the word IRA a couple of times. So for the ones that have no idea what you're talking about, and the ones that are like, IR, what? Why do I need an IRA? What is an IRA and what are the benefits of an IRA?
An IRA is an individual retirement agreement. And so we believe, like a 401k, everyone should have one. Especially if you got a 401k, you need something outside of your employer to complement your future retirement goals and dreams. Because just a 401k and just an IRA by themselves isn't necessarily going to help you build the retirement income that you need. And so what we want to do is to help build a financial goal and plan in place for every person. Now, the products and services that we offer, you can get virtually anywhere, but you don't get the same kind of service from everywhere you go.
Right.
Okay. And that's the key formula for me is to build a solid relationship first.
Okay.
Find out what the other person's goals and dreams are second. And then I can show them where they need to be and how they get to where they want to go.
How old do you have to be to start your IRA?
18 to do it for yourself. But,
Okay.
parents can start custodial agreements for their children.
Hmm. And how,
College plans like 529 we can do.
okay. So if you are building an IRA, and I'm asking the questions that I know my listeners, they're sending me a couple of questions. You are building an IRA and you have put money in that IRA successfully for 2 years and you go through some struggles. Are you penalized to get your money out? How easy is it to maneuver money in an IRA?
It depends on the type of IRA that's out there. And most people only ever hear about unfortunately, the traditional IRA, the Roth IRA, or 401k. Now, you take monies out of those programs, yes, you will be penalized. But then there's other ways you can structure IRAs to avoid penalty
Okay.
and still have the same opportunity to grow as you was setting up a retirement agreement.
So I guess the number one thing is to work with a financial professional because I mean with everything that you say, of course, with finances and planning not being my number one passion, I'm not going to remember everything. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to need someone that I can work with on a continued basis. As I grow, my money grows, as life situations change. You've been with Primerica, I want you said over 11 years.
This is my 11th year in business.
Years. And how many clients have been with you and stuck with you? I know that's just such a broad question. Do you typically have clients that get with you and then their generations get with you? What's that business like?
Oh wow! I had not actually looked at the book of business that I have right now in a few months, but it's definitely growing, which is one of the reasons why I was able to open up my investment business in Texas. When you do a good job for a person, they continue to send you referrals, and we grow a large amount of our business through referrals. Again, you can't stay in business for 11 years just servicing one or two people.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's definitely something that, my focus is on helping the people, not counting the people.
Okay. So you did mention that you and your wife, you work Primerica together. And are
Uh-huh.
you recruiting? Are you looking for other people to join your team?
Actually, we are. We're looking for a few good people to join our team. Our founder, Art Williams, said you always got to have your own personal business philosophy. And my wife and I do. We have a big goal to eventually have operations in all 48 states. And as I mentioned, we're in Florida, Georgia, Maryland, North Carolina, and now Texas. And we'd love to be able to add a couple more states before the year is out. So we're strategically planning on which states we're going to move into next. Actually had somebody ask me if I would open up in Illinois. So we're looking at that might be a good opportunity there.
Okay. So Primerica, it's planted and been around for years. You've been with them over 11 years as a financial professional. Your goals, you would say your goals is what for families?
To help them become financially independent.
Okay.
And everyone's success in financial independence is different. And that's why I want to start with what their goals and dreams are first.
So if you're listening, it's Monday and we're talking money with Mel Edwards with Primerica. He is talking to us about IRAs, short term, mid-term, long-term goals. You know, it's all about your money and what are your goals? Where do you want to go? What do you want your bank account to look like? For me, being an entrepreneur and not having an employer that invests into my background financially portfolio, I would like to have at least some kind of age to know when I will be able to sit down and have X amount of dollars in the bank that I can live off of. Is
And
that an area that you get from a lot of entrepreneurs needing to help them secure their retirement?
yeah, ironically enough, whether it's independent, mom and pops, small business owners, pastors of churches is another area. A number of different types of people, and um, so when it comes to people and their money, I want to work on the person first.
Okay.
Money is the second thing. Again, I'm more of a relationship person, but
Okay.
when I understand you and what you want out of life, then I can show you how to help you with your money down the road.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it is Monday. You're watching Jennifer Young Agency. I hope that you are a subscriber to our YouTube channel, IBA Success Jennifer Young. So you can look at all of the videos, go back and look at the videos, tag a friend right now because I know you know a friend that needs some help with their financial portfolio, that needs some help with themselves. Melvin is available for that. His information has been put on the bottom of the screen throughout this whole lifetime interview. I'm excited and thankful to have him joining us today. You make me think about my short term, long term, mid goals. You know, with being home in the house and not being able to get out and shop, I'm not even going to lie. I was walking through the hallway before stores were open, like looking for stuff to buy, Melvin. So, what's a tip? What's a tip for these entrepreneurs, for all of us that's watching right now that got a little money in our hands because we have been making a little money, or we've gotten stimulus checks, or something has been happening, but our spending patterns has been cut because we haven't been anywhere. So I'm looking at my bank account and I'm blessed to say, oh my gosh, I've been surviving and making money through these times and I have more money than I typically would have had. So I want to spend. Okay. What is your advice to keep us from spending unnecessary and saving?
Okay, so I'm glad you asked me that question because it raised a thought that I had. So on Instagram and Facebook, I hashtag myself, you are your financial physician. And just like you would see a doctor, just like you would go see a doctor, if you have a question, you're going to ask that doctor. And if you're not, and if you already have a doctor and you need a second opinion, check me out. We do free consultation. So if you find that you have extra money, we need to catch those habits now since our spending isn't where it used to be. We need to fix that and catch that habit now. Okay. And properly direct where that money is going. Because if you're spending it now or not spending it now, you definitely want to make sure that you have some for your future. Because I can't think of anybody right now who doesn't want or doesn't need to have more money for their future. Because what's happening now is going to happen again in the future. We just don't know when. So we want to be prepared. I think we lost Jennifer, but I am still plugged in. I can't see the chat. Give Jennifer a minute to get back on. I will have to go here quickly. But again, my name is Melvin Edwards, independent agent with Primerica Financial Services. I definitely believe in helping people, again, licensed in Florida, Georgia, Maryland, North Carolina. If you need a second opinion on something that you're already doing or thinking about getting something started, give me a call. My number is 407-965-6223. You can find me on Facebook or Instagram as Your Financial Physician, and I would love to hear from you. Have a great day.
Clean. Okay.
Okay, I see you. There you go.
Okay, so we got back on. If you all have been watching, I do apologize. We got knocked out a little bit. You had a black screen, but we are back and we are going to close out. We're going to close out with Melvin Edwards, Primerica. It's Monday on Mondays. So, Melvin, I do apologize. Our internet connection, not sure what happened, but I will allow you to do your closeout, your final words. If you're just tuning in, please go back and watch the video. Please share the video. Please like us on Facebook and visit Melvin's website, which I will put it back on the screen. So go ahead, Melvin, and you give us your last words. Close us out on this Monday where we're talking money.
Well, Jennifer, I think before we got cut, I was mentioning your financial position. You know, like a doctor, everyone needs to see someone, some type of professional to help them in life, and that's what I'm looking to do. Whether you have a plan already and looking for a second opinion, or you're just trying to get something started, give me a call. You know, my first and foremost priority is to make sure the people side is taken care of. Because once I understand you as a person, then I can help you. Okay. And I'll be honest, I don't work with everybody. There's people that, just have not and were not a good fit for me because I learned early in life that not all business is good business. Okay.
Amen to that one. Look, it's amazing to be an entrepreneur to almost hand select the people that you work with based off of the energy that's given. Vibes are everything, so who all that is tuning in, I appreciate you. That means you're vibing to me and I appreciate that. It's Monday and we have talked money with Melvin. He would say, I'm almost gonna say you're like that money doctor, Melvin, right? Where you want them to pick up the phone and call you and
Right.
talk about their goals, short term, long term, midterm.
Yeah, and we have the capability to do all that. Whether it's $25 a month or millions of dollars, we can help you.
Okay.
So anyone in between. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you again so much, Melvin, for joining us. Again, if you're watching, like us on Facebook, visit Melvin's page, give him a call, and also let him know that IBA Success and Jennifer Yon Agency sent you. If you're watching this video and you have questions, go ahead and put it right in the news feed. I will be paying attention. Melvin will be paying attention. And we are both here to help you, whether it's your financial goals or your business goals. Reach out to Jennifer Yon Agency. Reach out to Melvin with Primerica. And thank you again for tuning in. It has been an amazing Money Monday discussion with you, Melvin. I look forward to continue working with you in the future.
Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for having me on. I certainly believe that you and your family have been a blessing to me, and I continue to support everything you guys are doing. You have an amazing family, so thank you again.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, and you all have a wonderful week. We'll see you later.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
goodbye.